Good morning to all CSA and SSA faculty and staff. I am Mr. Barner, the Junior High School Cluster Leader from College of St. Anthony, located from the rising city of Bulacan, city of San Jose del Monte. Join me as we discover one of Google's innovative extension in which teachers will love when they give activities to their students. Before we use the Google Breakout Rooms extension, we must know first the background of it. So, what is Google Breakout Rooms? According to the source support.google.com/meet/answer, moderators can use breakout rooms to divide participants into smaller groups during video calls. Breakout rooms must be started by moderators during a video call on a computer. Breakout rooms currently can't be live streamed or recorded. We usually use GMIT as our main tool for teaching or communicating with the students, and it can cater up to 250 participants with G Suites. But this extension would help us further to make larger number of people divided into smaller groups. So now, here are some uses of Google Breakout Rooms. Number 1, track attendance. We can make students go to each room by category. Examples are boys and girls. Number 2, grouped activity. We can give differentiated instruction for each group. Number 3, assigning tasks. Give tasks to those who are inside the breakout room. Number 4, consultation periods. Give feedback, follow-up, or consultation to students with academic or behavioral concerns. And number 5, sharing of ideas or other term as brainstorming. In the next part of our training is how to use the Google Breakout Rooms. This video presentation is recommended when we are doing it while I am explaining the extension. You may open two tabs. One is for our training GMIT and the other one is simply the google.com. Your questions will be entertained after this session. Open two tabs, GMIT and google.com. Using google.com, type Google Breakout Rooms extension, then press enter. Click the link entitled Google Meet Breakout Rooms by Robert Udek. Add the extension to your Chrome. Click the puzzle logo on the upper right corner of your Chrome, then pin the Google Breakout Room extension so that the logo of the extension will appear besides it. After that, click the logo Google Breakout Room extension. You will be directed to this page. First is we must know the 4 basic tabs of Google Breakout Room extension. First is the Meet tab. Second is the Room tab. Third is the Courses tab. Fourth and final are the Settings tab. Let's start using the Google Breakout Rooms extension. Before we go further on the Google Breakout Rooms extension, make sure that you are logged in using your CSA account. You will see which account is active on the light yellow box on the Meet tab. Suggestion is to zoom out the page so that you can see the extension widely. Choose your preference in the Settings tab if you want the GMIT links be opened by separate windows or same windows. Just set the max to 10 tabs. My recommendation is to use the same windows if you want your Chrome to be organized. But if you want to see all the students in the breakout room, just choose separate windows. Go to the Courses tab. In this tab, we can place our current subject, grade level, and section that we usually teach. Click the plus sign or the green button to add columns for you to input. My recommendation is to separate the subject by section since they have different GMIT links in our classroom. You may put the number of students and advisor in the description box. You may also click the undo sign, the blue-green button, if you want to go back to your previous settings. If you're done, you may now click the save sign or the blue button. The black button just let you export and import the settings of your extension, and we will not use this for now. Then you may now also drag the boxes if you want to rearrange them. Go to the Rooms tab. In this tab, we can make our breakout rooms. The colored buttons have the same function in our previous tab. Select your course first so that we can make the number of breakout rooms for each subject. My recommendation is to add 5 to 8 rooms per section. For the main room, copy the GMIT link located in your section's G class. That way, you will be directed to the correct GMIT link section. Click the plus sign or the green button to add columns for the rooms. You can rename the room by numbers or it depends on your creativity. If you're done, you may now click save sign or the blue button. Do note that the rooms will generate GMIT links for your breakout rooms automatically. Go to the Meet tab. In this tab, we can now control the main and breakout rooms. To begin our class, click the Start Class. Select the course and possible number of breakout rooms you want to activate. Remember, my recommendation in the Room tab is to make 5 to 8 breakout rooms. If you click the low memory RAM, only one room will be opened in your device. This is to lessen the RAM consumption of your device and prevents it from lagging. If your device is 4 GB RAM or lower, has Celeron or Pentium Core processor or lower, I would suggest that you use the low memory RAM setting. But it's up to you if your device can handle multiple GMITs. You may choose 3 settings before we open the rooms. Number 1 is to open the main room. Number 2 is to open the breakout rooms. And number 3, open both main room and breakout rooms. If you will meet your class first, my suggestion is to choose option 1 first. Then if you will divide them into smaller groups, then you may now click the option 2. Now we have our breakout rooms open. Let's now proceed to the next setting. We have the Assigned Breakout, Ad Hoc, and Pre-Assigned. We may use the Ad Hoc if we haven't divided the class yet. If you have your divisions prepared already, kindly click the Pre-Assigned, then click here to copy the GMIT links of the breakout rooms. Then you may paste it on the chat box of the main room. Suppose that you haven't grouped your class yet. Click the Ad Hoc, then you will see the number of students in the main room. You may choose to drag the name of the student to each breakout room, or you can just simply click the randomly assigned button. If you're done, click here in step 2 and 3. Click here in step 2 to copy the GMIT links of the breakout room, then paste it on the chat box of the main room. Click here in step 3 to copy the assigned groupings of your students. The next setting will be the mute and remove participants. Each command has its own purpose: to mute students, to remove students, or hang up the GMIT. Take note that hang up removes everyone in the GMIT links, so be careful. The last setting will be the reports. This part lets you have a soft copy in Excel of your device, like the breakout room links, participants' attendance, breakout assignments, and breakout groups. Let's go back to the Meet tab. The left and right cursor lets you move from one breakout room to another. You may keep the speaker setting open. If you want to see, speak, or announce to all breakout rooms, you may click the unmute or open cam in the broadcast to all breakout rooms setting. You may see the tally of the students if they are located on the correct breakout room. You may also set timer alarm for the breakout rooms. You may also see the actual student per breakout room. Going back on the Settings tab, you may change the color of your GMIT depending on your personal choice. And that's it. I hope you learned on how to use the Google Breakout Rooms. You may now raise your questions and I will answer them. Thank you.